No doubt about it, K-pop. Demon Hunters introduced us to some truly amazing characters who quickly became fan favorites. But why is it that Baby Saja never managed to win over the same kind of love from fans like the rest of the group? The fan favorites. The Demon Hunters definitely have their crushes on the Saja boys, but there's one no one seems to want. Ever since the Saja boys showed up with their hit Soda Pop, they blew up. Total sensation. Flawless choreography, dramatic poses, tons of charm, except there was this one guy in the back who always felt kinda out of sync. Yep, we're talking about Baby Saja, the youngest, the cutest, and coincidentally, the most overlooked member of the group. He's got that innocent vibe, like a nephew who accidentally ended up in a boy band. And his look doesn't help much either. A yellow hat straight out of preschool and accessories that scream back to school aisle at the stationery store. Everything about him screams kawaii. But here's the twist. He's literally a demon. Horns, powers, the whole deal. And yet the way he dresses makes him look more like a festival mascot than some hellish threat. Maybe the problem is, instead of dangerous, he just comes off too adorable to ever have his heart broken. But before we jump to conclusions, it's worth taking a closer look at the details. Sometimes, what seems simple or unimportant can be hiding something much bigger. And that's when things start to get really interesting. Today we're going to show you all the reasons why Baby Saja might actually be the hidden gem of the most famous animated boy band ever. So, come along with us for another deep dive. Who is he? Maybe understanding who Baby Saja really is might be the first step in figuring out why almost no one seems to care about him. And more importantly, does he feel that too? Out of all the Saja boys, he's hands down the most forgettable. But why? Even though he's gained a solid fan base off-screen, in the actual movie, Baby Saja barely gets any time to shine. Hardly any lines, no standout scenes, and absolutely zero involvement in the main romances. While Mira pairs off with the romantic and Abby, Zoe is with Mystery, and Rumi has her storyline with Jinu. Let's be honest. Baby got left out of the love fest. Among all the intense poses, flawless shampoo commercial hair, and mysterious auras of the Saja boys, there he is, short, smiley, and radiating that little brother no one wants to bring to the mall vibe. Does he show up? Sure. Does he talk? Occasionally. But let's be real, he's not invisible. He's got coordinated outfits, shy charm, and that bright yellow hat that definitely draws the eye. And maybe that's part of the issue. He's not desired, not feared, not idolized. He's just Baby. Here's a juicy behind-the-scenes tidbit. In an interview, the directors revealed that, yes, Baby Saja was originally going to have a romantic storyline with Zoe, but it got scrapped, cut, wiped from the script like it never existed. Coincidence? Lack of time? Or is there something they didn't want us to know?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
No charisma? Let's face it. In a group with a mysterious leader, a stylish rebel, a brooding guy who plays piano while staring out a rainy window, and yes, even Abby's six-pack, Baby Saja just doesn't stand a chance. But does he really lack charisma, or was he never given a shot to show it? Every time he appears, it's the same deal. Sweet, kinda shy, always one step behind. He's a solid rapper, but in key moments, he fades into the background, and people notice. Not because he's bad, he's just neutral, like plain white rice at a Korean buffet full of spicy flavor explosions. But let's flip the perspective. What if his charm is just more subtle? What if it's not personality he's lacking, but screen time to let it shine? Even the back row of a stage deserves the spotlight once in a while. What if Baby Saja had a scene all to himself? A moment to show what he's feeling, what he's thinking, what he wants out of life. Could he finally stop being the group's extra and become someone's favorite? And check this out. That signature yellow cap gives him this angelic lost puppy at school vibe. But the second he takes it off, bam! Sarcastic smirk, sharp stare. Suddenly, it's like he's secretly wishing you'd trip and fall off the stage. The cuteness flips to sass in seconds, almost like he's two characters rolled into one. And here's another tiny detail most people missed. Baby Saja is always switching up his nail polish, a subtle touch, but it's got real attitude, especially from someone who's the group's main rapper and relies on his hands for those killer choreo moves. So in the end, could it be that Baby Saja is just an unresolved mystery inside the band? A character who's not boring at all, just waiting for his solo episode to shine the way he deserves? Before we keep diving into why no one seems to like Baby Saja in K-pop, Demon Hunters, drop a comment below saying, Pride! Group Baby. Every group has that one member who's the cute one. And for the Saja boys, that role landed straight on Baby Saja's lap. With a nickname like that, you can already guess. He's the baby-faced one everyone thinks is adorable, but no one really takes seriously. They call him Baby, but nobody seems interested in finding out if there's anything beyond the cuteness. While the others have family trauma, hidden powers, tragic backstories, and dramatic telenovela stares, Baby Saja has a shy little giggle and colorful panda socks. He's adorable. But so what? Where's the emotional depth? Where's the unresolved trauma? Where's the slow-motion scene with sad music and rain tapping on the window? It kind of feels like the creators only added him in to check off the mascot box, the character who shows up on the posters but not in the heart of the script. And when that happens, the result is pretty obvious. The audience bonds with the others, while Baby Saja ends up benched emotionally, right next to a stuffed animal nobody wants anymore. But is it really fair to limit a character just because of the role someone else gave him? What if Baby Saja is way more than just a cute prop in the middle of all the chaos? A lot of fans have a much darker theory. He's actually the one most loyal to Guima's plan. Yep, that evil plan to steal souls. According to this theory, his sweet vibe is just an act, a carefully crafted trap. Because behind the angelic smile and the silly socks, there's a real wolf in sheep's clothing. A tiny villain with a sharp mind who pretends to trip just to distract you while the Matrix blows up in the background. And it would make sense that he's not in a romance. It's not because nobody wanted him, it's because he doesn't have time for that. He's too busy pulling the strings, twisting situations, using every part of his image to cause maximum chaos, cuteness as a weapon of emotional destruction, a silent danger in puppy disguise. In the end, maybe Baby Saja hasn't been ignored. Maybe he's just playing 3D chess while the rest of the Saja boys are stuck on checkers. Forgotten on purpose. But what if this whole forgotten thing was on purpose? What if, even though he seems like a background character, Baby Saja is actually key to the entire plot? Just imagine him showing up in full villain mode, turning into someone even more terrifying than Guima himself. Now that would be the plot twist no one saw coming in K-pop, Demon Hunters. Think about it. The show's creators are masters of detail. Every costume, every soundtrack cue, every little wink from a crush has meaning. So why make one member of the group so forgettable? Maybe he's being saved for something bigger, the kind of character nobody notices until the season finale when he drops a bomb that changes everything. Some fans are already suspicious. What if Baby Saja is actually the most powerful of them all, but he just hasn't realized it yet? Or worse, what if he's a traitor in disguise, pretending to be the sweet innocent one while secretly pulling all the strings? Maybe that's why he's getting 0 screen time right now, so nobody suspects a thing until the moment hits. Like that quiet friend at the party who suddenly takes over the DJ booth and runs the whole night. Or, of course, there's the harshest theory of all. He really was just left out because there wasn't enough time in the script. When you've got magical girls fighting demons, intense romances with supernatural idols, and epic twists left and right, someone's bound to end up as the forgotten side character. But is this shadow he's stuck in permanent? Or will Baby Saja eventually shut everyone up with an epic comeback and prove that sometimes the one with the brightest yellow hat gets the last laugh? Missing something? It's hard to care about a character when the story itself seems to forget he exists. Baby Saja isn't hated, he's ignored. And in the fandom world, that might be even worse. Because for someone to become a fan favorite, they first have to exist in the story. And with Baby, where is he? While the other Saja boys get dramatic flashbacks, high-stakes moments, and even solo training scenes with the Demon Hunters, Baby Saja is always just there, in the background, always smiling, always comic relief, always forgettable. What he needed was his own storyline, a conflict, a reason, just something to make the audience look at him and think, hey, I actually want to know more about this guy. Did he deserve more? Let's stop for a second and be honest. Is the problem really Baby Saja? Or how he's been treated? Because when you look closely, he does have potential. A memorable look, a gentle vibe, and even that slightly lost expression that could have made for some really emotional scenes. But what did he get in return? Barely any screen time and a label nobody wanted to deal with. What if he got an episode all to himself? What if we found out he was carrying around a silent pain, a hidden talent, or a secret that would change everything? Baby Saja might not be the most popular right now, but that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be. Characters like this, the ones shoved to the back of the stage, often end up being the biggest surprises when they're finally given a chance. But for that to happen, someone has to believe in them. And let's be real, maybe the audience didn't connect with him because the script itself never tried to build that bridge. Does Baby Saja deserve more? The answer is yes. He deserved more story, more emotion, more spotlight. And who knows? If the writers are listening to the fans, maybe the next movie will be his moment to step out of the shadows and finally shine. He slipped away. Once again, Baby Saja pops up briefly, but when the final battle hits, he just disappears and doesn't show up at all. A lot of fans believe he ran off to survive, possibly heading back toward Guima's side, but there's another group that thinks this was totally intentional, that in the sequel, Baby Saja will finally get a major role and be the one who brings the team back together. The big question is, will he turn out to be the true villain or the unexpected hero? At the end of the day, every character plays a role in the story, and it's not always what it seems at first glance. What matters is keeping an eye out, because the biggest surprises usually show up where we least expect them. And if you love the world of Bluey and animated shows, we've got 2 more awesome videos that you'll definitely want to check out. Thanks for watching, and see you next time!